Hey everybody, we're back. This is Indy Reads Aloud, and today Lisa Jacovsky is back with her 12th, yes, 12th book. This makes an even dozen for Lisa. Congratulations, Lisa.
Thank you. I didn't even think about the even dozen part. That's so cool.
It is very cool. I'm so happy to have you back. I love
Me
your
too.
storytelling. I love that you write books for children who are neurodivergent. I love that you write books for parents so that they can understand their children in a different way. You help people make friends. I can't say enough nice things about you because there aren't enough things that I can say because you're too cool.
You are the best, and I appreciate you so much. I told you I literally signed up for this the day I bought it, so I'm so
I'm
excited
so
I
so
get.
excited. I am so excited. I love having you on the program. I get to be 6 years old again every time you're on the show, so
You
it
know,
makes
right? That's the great thing about being a children's book author too.
yeah, absolutely. So this is Happy Thoughts Going to the Beach.
Yep.
This is the second series
hmm
in your autism spectrum collection. So
Correct.
the first one is the series is called Let's Talk,
Uh-huh.
and this one is Happy Thoughts. Are you writing the same characters with different
Correct.
experiences?
So it's the same characters, however, the narrator is different. With Happy Thoughts, my little one that's nonverbal narrates. So how does somebody that's nonverbal narrate? Through their writing and their thought bubbles to show that even though she's nonverbal, she can still communicate.
That's awesome. And I love too that in these books, you introduce communication cards to your audience. And I think that's a very, very cool thing because it's not something that's become mainstream yet. Not everybody understands them when they see them. So tell us a little bit, just real quick, about how those cards are used. So if any of us are out walking through the park one day and we see somebody using them, how are we to respond?
Absolutely. They're called picture exchange communication system cards. And the way my character uses them is they're cards with simple words or phrases on a ring. And all they do, and you'll see it in the book too, if I can find. So here's a page you can see. So you see right here, it says,
Wow,
thank you. So that's really what we do is you take it on the ring and you show the individual the one you want them to read. Sometimes they have pictures on them because they can't read, and that's okay too. So I've made a lot of these, and they can come in a binder form, they can come on a ring like that, they could come in a pouch. It depends on the individual and what works for them. But you literally just show them endpoints and they tell you if they want that, or you show them their cards, their binder, the ring, point to the ring, and then they know they can choose whatever they want to show you to communicate. So it's a
that's
great
spectacular.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that you also teach the same things you write about. Like you're a real life teacher in the real world. So
Exactly.
you're working with these kids every day. And so you're writing stories that are specifically built for them and for their families. But I've said this before, I love that you're opening communication gates for me so that
Thank
when I
you.
encounter these children, I'll know how to better respond.
And that's why I wrote these books too, because it opens the conversation and encourages kids to be able to say, how do I do this? But it also, like you said, and I didn't realize it till after I published because adults told me. I had no idea. But it's just like you said, it helped them understand how to communicate with other kids. And that's something we need more of, not just children growing up understanding, but adults changing their minds and learning because we're not putting things out there that the adults need as well. So that was a really amazing surprise that I'm very thankful for too, because just like you said, how do I use this? That's what we need more of too.
Right, right. The example that most comes to mind is not long ago, about a year ago, I learned for the first time, and I'm an old woman, so, but I learned for the first time that if a service dog comes to you
Mhm.
without their person, it means their person is down and in trouble and you should follow the dog back to their person. I did not know that that was a cue that the
Oh,
dog is
wow.
trained to do. I didn't know that.
Oh,
And
wow.
so
I've heard
now
that
I
before.
have a different
Yeah.
awareness when I see dogs who are separated from their people. So
See,
now
that's
I'm
the
much more
key.
in touch with that
Yeah.
level of awareness. I watch for it now. So I love your books because now when I see little ones on the playground who might be perceiving life a little bit differently, I'm now, because I read your books, better equipped to engage with them or help them if they're hurt or scared or missing a parent. So, and I think that what you're doing is not only providing really great stories for kids, but you're providing great tools for grown-ups.
And that has been the best part, 'cause I thought it'd be tools for kids, and I love the fact that you learned about the service dogs too, because that's really the beauty in books. That's why I decided to go with books, not just because, like, I love to write and my passion, but the fact that they can be such good tools, like you said,
Hmm.
and I thought it'd be tools for kids, but the fact it's become tools for adults, it's changed my view of books and reading, and
And I would
especially
imagine it would
children's
change the way
books.
you write too,
I've
because
seen an
now
evolution in my writing, yes.
you have another
Mhm.
layer that you're writing into your stories because you have a whole nother layer to your audience, right?
Absolutely, I've definitely learned from the first books that I've written, and I definitely feel like I've evolved and, I'm writing in a way that it makes sense to everybody. At least I'm trying to. But
No, I
I
think you're doing a
definitely
great
see a
job.
difference.
Well, we're going to hear your latest story. You're going
Yeah.
to read for us because, that's what I need most in life is more people reading out loud to me. That's why I do the show is because
I
I'm a
know.
crazy little 6-year-old.
I
So
love it.
you're going to read Happy Thoughts Going to the Beach. So as soon as you're ready, please take the microphone and read aloud.
All right. So this is Happy Thoughts Going to the Beach. Oh boy, it's summer and I am so excited. By the way, Brainstorm Productions did the illustrations. My favorite. My name is Emma, and I can't wait to go to the beach with my best friends, Harper and Jerry. We all love to swim and play in the sand. And you guys have to see how cool like this header and footer is. This was their idea. And also I'll show you the back cover too. They did the back cover too, and I ridiculously love it. So
That's
I
so
just had
cool.
to plug that. Okay, let me go on this way so you can see the illustration. Jerry and Harper are the best. They help me to talk by using my special cards. My mom made cards that are waterproof. So here's her cards right here. And they're waterproof, which is not hard to do. All you got to do is laminate, not hard. And I can point or pull one out to show them what I want to say because I can read. Oh, yeah, I have autism, and that is why I talk in a different way than everyone else. But with friends like mine, playing and having fun is so easy. Do you know what autism is? Well, my best friend Harper says it is just a different way to learn, as you can see. We have been going on so many adventures since we became friends. We went to the aquarium and zoo and even learned to bowl. All the different books from Let's Talk. It may take a little bit for me to want to talk to a new friend because I can have some anxiety when I meet someone new. That's from Happy Thoughts Going to the Aquarium. You can see here. That's just all from autism, but I don't let it stop me from having adventures. I got my bathing suit. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Sunscreen, hat, and towel. Off to the beach we go. I was so excited. As soon as we got out of the car, my mommy held my hand and I tried very hard to squirm away. I wasn't just too excited, I also did not like holding hands. So this has a little bit of two different issues in it. So we're going to see that. I saw Harper on the beach making a sandcastle. I thought I saw Jerry in his car, but I began to run to the water. My mommy tried to hold my hand and pull me back, but I got away. I ran right past Harper. Harper said my name and tried to wave, but I ignored her. We're going to find out why. I tried to run into the water, but my mommy stopped me. She grabbed my hand and pulled me away from the water with and mommy's help. Harper frowned and said, "Why is Emma trying to run into the water without her mommy?" Her mommy answered since mine was trying to set up our towel, but also keep me from running into the water again. Emma has difficulty understanding what is safe and what is not safe, honey. She also does not like others touching her, and holding hands can be hard, Harper's mommy said. Is that because of her autism? Harper asked. Her mommy shook her head yes. Okay, I understand, and I will help Emma by using her cards, Harper said, determined to help as Jerry came over with his daddy to join his friends. So there's her communication system, the cards, and it's saying on there, thank you. That's her way of saying thank you for helping her. Emma's cards were sitting on the sand as her mommy tried to pull out the blanket. When Harper came over, she showed me the card that said water, danger. I stopped struggling enough to wave to Harper, and then I read the card. I shook my head yes, that I understood, and stopped trying to run to the sand. So she's using the cards, and while it says danger, pointing to the beach, to the water, to show her that she needs to stop. Then I took out my notepad and pencil. I love to write to my friends. I wrote, "Thank you, Harper." I get so excited and forget that I have to wait for my mommy. Harper and Jerry shook their heads. So we get to see that she has some difficulty with remembering to wait because she's excited, but she's also got the hand holding, so she's got some sensory issues. Harper pointed to the card that showed hand holding and said, "We can hold hands together and with our mommies and daddies to go in the water." I shook my head and began to write quickly. So then it says, "Can we hold hands loosely?" that she wrote. I don't like holding hands that much. Can we hold hands loosely? I won't run, I promise. So you can see what she wrote her notepad. So this book is awesome because it not only shows her reading, but it shows her with the writing part. Emma looked at my mommy who had read what had been written. My mommy said, "Yes, as long as you don't run, we can hold hands loosely. I am almost done setting up." All three of us got so excited and shook our heads yes together. After a few minutes, my mommy was done setting it up, and so was Jerry's daddy. We all got together and began to hold hands. Jerry held my hand very loosely, and it was not too bad. I had to take a couple of deep breaths to relax. So you can see she's taking some breaths. They're holding hands, but loosely. All these different ways to communicate. We walked down to the water and put our toes in it. It felt so good. We only went a little bit more into the water, going up just over our ankles. Then Jerry said, "Want to make a sandcastle? A big one?" We all shook our heads yes and headed back to our towels. So they did it safely. They only went up to their ankles and they helped her understand why. We began to make a big sandcastle. It was so much fun. We went into the water a couple more times too. I tried a few more times to run into the water because I forgot it was dangerous. Harper was quick to grab my cards and show me before I could get too far. Harper and Jerry are the best. They never got upset with me when I ran and always held my hand loosely. We had the best time at the beach that day. A little patience, a little kindness, and it goes a long way. And then there's everything else.
Thank you
Happy
very
fun.
much. That's a great story. I love that.
Thank you.
You know, we talk about this every time, but I I would just be in so much trouble with myself if I didn't mention it again. Brainstorm Publications does the
Brainstorm
art.
Productions.
Brainstorm Productions does the art. And the cool thing about this is that this is a group of artists who are also a little different, right?
They are on the spectrum. Exactly.
So you're really opening up a world for everybody.
Yeah.
Weird old women like me, little kids to learn about how to make new friends in a new way. And you're giving an opportunity for artists to practice their craft and really expand their career. I don't see a downside to this at all.
They are so talented, and I actually wrote an article for a magazine called Success Savvy. It comes out in September about the impact of working along Brainstorm, about how they've impacted me because it's been such a blessing to work with them. They've really helped me change and evolve and be understanding in a way that I never really thought was going to be needed, but it's been such an incredible journey and blessing to work with them. And each book they've done has been a different cohort of 12 individuals. Each page is a different individual using a different style. And they were created so that individuals that who graduated from the Center for Learning Unlimited had a place to work afterwards. So they're coming in, they're training them in animation, and books were one of the things they branched out to. They've actually done short films, they do GIFs, memes.
I
They're
think it's
just so
fantastic.
talented. Oh my
What
God, I'm so lucky.
what an absolute joy to be able to see the secrets that are hidden inside people that maybe we
I
didn't
agree.
know to look for secrets there.
Exactly. And that's what it is. They're just because they're different, it doesn't mean anything other than, what they learn differently. And they're so talented. I meet them before they start every book. They're so nice, and there's always a director who's overseeing the whole project. And
Sure.
they email me all the different stuff and they email me with questions. And I've never had any kind of issues. Nothing. They're all
But
so professional.
but again, why would you? You know, they
Exactly what
they
it is.
are they are artists and they
Mhm.
are professionals and they just see the world differently.
That's how I think autism is. Exactly. And that's why I absolutely love working with them. They're doing my next book, which will come out next year. So at this point, they've done half my books, and I can't wait for them to do the next one because it's going to be a challenge. And I can't see anybody doing it better than they could, and I'm very excited for this article to come out in September in Success Savvy too, because they were just at International Comic Con in San Diego
That's very
showing one
cool.
of their short
Yay.
films, and I was just like, I was extremely impressed. Like, I'm like, I work with you guys. That's amazing, Like,
That's
I
very
just like,
cool.
I'm
That's
so proud of them.
and again, that's one of the really cool things we get to do as authors is we get to collaborate with some extremely talented people in
Like,
our industry. So I just think it's an amazing thing, and
thank
every
you.
single one of your books are unique and different,
Thank you.
and they're also beautiful. So
Thank
you know,
you.
you combine your wonderful storytelling and the messages you have for people, along with this great art, and they're also wonderful. I love them.
Thank you. That means so much to me. Oh, I'm so
I
happy.
cannot wait for the next book. Every time you come out with a new book, I'm so excited to have you on the program. Thank
Me
you so
too.
much for coming back, Lisa, and
You.
good luck in all your adventures this fall.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.